Hi, my name is Amber Boyd, and I'm really excited to tell you a little bit about myself as you consider me for a teaching position in your school. I'm originally born in the United States, raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but I've lived in a number of different places throughout the country. I've done this by choice because I'm pretty passionate about traveling and learning about different people and different cultures. I also love trying different things, everything from rock climbing to cooking international cuisines. So I really hope you enjoy learning about me as you consider me for a teaching position in your school. I'm pretty excited to come to your country and show you what I got. So as far as my education, I attended private school in Pennsylvania for both my elementary and high school educations. Then I transitioned from private school to public school when I attended the University of Pittsburgh. While at the University of Pittsburgh, or Pitt, I got both my undergraduate and graduate degrees. I got my BA in History and Business. I focused in East Asian and U.S. history, and it was here that I really found my passion for studying Asian culture. When I was at the University of Pittsburgh, I also pursued my graduate degree going for my MBA, and I focused in marketing and strategy. While I was in Pittsburgh, I worked for American Eagle as an assistant buyer. This allowed me to work for the first time internationally with companies in Japan as well as Taiwan. Then I worked for Ford Motor Company while I was interning in graduate school, which exposed me to a whole new world. I also worked several other positions in Pittsburgh before transitioning to New York City, or right outside of New York City. I worked in Northern Jersey for the Nielsen Company, but I had so much exposure to New York City while I was there. But eventually I had to trade in the snow for the warm weather, and I worked in Southern California for the Walt Disney Company, specifically for Disneyland, for 3 years. So it's really, with each of these different roles, I've had the opportunity to interact with our global community and realize how important that is. And I'm very eager to share these learnings with different students across the globe. While I was at the University of Pittsburgh, I was a teaching assistant both during my undergraduate and graduate time. I was a teaching assistant for freshman studies during my undergraduate time and intro to marketing while I was in grad school. For both of these positions, I taught the class, I had to prepare lesson plans, I worked closely with the primary teachers, both of whom were deans of their respective areas. I also had to administer and grade homework and exams. I also worked as a resident assistant during my time at the University of Pittsburgh for 3 years, and it was in this role that I really learned teaching is more than just standing in front of a classroom. It's more than just academics. It's also about helping students develop emotionally and mentally, which I did while I lived with these students for 3 years. I find that there's so much more to teaching than, again, just standing in front of a classroom, and every teacher, no matter what the subject, should really help students develop emotionally and mentally. Lastly, it was my informal teaching experience while I was at the Katz Graduate School of Business at the University of Pittsburgh that really has prepared me for this role as an ESL teacher. While I was in grad school, I participated in an informal exchange with other classmates where I taught conversational English, and I was supposed to learn another language, but it was mostly the conversational English that was taught by me. It started with one student who would tell another student who would tell another student. And so this was a great way for me to really contribute to that global community, which I really hope to do more of at your school in a more formal way. So in closing, not only do I work hard, but I volunteer hard. Giving back is a passion of mine. I've had the opportunity to work with a particular group from my time when I was on the East Coast, actually in New York, to when I was in Southern California. I actually sit on the board of this group in Los Angeles and really get a chance to manage different projects in Orange County. The last project I worked on, I focused my efforts to work with students at the University of California, Irvine, and it was probably one of my most successful projects working with students. They really, they took charge, they worked towards the goal, and they really got something out of it. They had a great sense of pride, and I find that amazing when that can be done, and I really hope that I can create that same experience, that sense of pride, that ability to reach a goal for students in your school. So with that being said, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you again, and goodbye.